Wow. So those were our, wishes from our little tiny Malaysians. I absolutely love them. They're so adorable.
Yeah. Future talents, definitely. They were like not shy when it comes to speaking to the camera.
Exactly.
And most importantly, just wishing Malaysia a very happy Hari Kebangsaan 2023. We're all excited. Look, okay, the celebration is surreal.
Exactly.
I have to say that.
Exactly. So today on the show as well, we have two national athletes that have made Malaysia proud. One of which is, of course, a girl from my hometown, all the way from Sabah.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Did you not know that?
I didn't know.
Okay.
No wonder y'all got that kind of connection. But of course, I never thought, right, I would be speaking to a SEA Games gold medalist. That's number one. And number two, this guy who is so famous for running upstairs. Yeah, literally breaking records, smashing records. I never thought that I'll be actually talking to him.
Exactly. You know what's a funny thing is that I wonder when he was younger, right? When his mom calls him, like, how fast did he run up? Like, come down. We always see him going up. But how fast can he go down?
Just like that, boom. I tell you, I can't even climb one flight of stairs here at Wisma Berita Angkasa Puri. And this guy, I don't know how many flights of stairs he's actually counted him already, but of course we'll have a chat and we'll actually ask him.
Exactly. So, ladies and gentlemen, our guests for today, we have the pride of Malaysia. Of course, we have FARAH MAZLAN as well as CHING. Hello, welcome on the show.
Thank you for having us.
So, how are you both doing? Like how you feel? I know you're a little bit nervous. What is it? Okay, is it more nerve-wracking to compete in a final for the gold medal versus being on TV?
Yeah.
Which is more nerve-wracking?
It is more nerve-wracking being in this show, I think.
Why?
No, because I have this interview fright, the stage fright, I am kind of nervous, but I'll do my best here.
Of course, you'll do your best. Yeah, and of course, we've got our very own tower runner right here. I can't believe that we are actually talking to you, but of course, welcome down to the show.
Thank you. Thank you so
which
much.
is more, nerve-wracking in that sense as well. Before the timer clicks and then you have to run upstairs for being here.
I think both are quite the same to me. Yeah, I mean, it's all good for me. I'm used to it.
You're used to it.
Yeah, I know.
I like to share.
You had when I think you broke records about last year,
Correct.
right?
Yeah.
Your name just went up and up. And then everyone was wondering, what is actually tower running, right? So was that a great opportunity for you to introduce your sport to the public?
Yep. So basically, tower running is a sport where we need to run up the stairs of a skyscraper, either a tower or a building, in the shortest time possible. So then everybody started off in their own time. So it's like on an individual basis. Then everyone carry a bib with a chip. It's like you pass the starting point, there's a checkpoint to indicate your time start. And then when you cross the finishing line, then your time stop. So it doesn't matter if you start first one or the last one, you can still have a chance to be the winner. Until everyone finish the competition.
Right.
So then most of the time, I'm the first one to go start the race because I'm the number one in the world right now. So they fly off according to the ranking. And then, I have to just do my best and make sure I collapse in the end to make sure I gave everything that I have and to finish strong. So then you leave no regrets, and that's how we compare our time with the rest of the participants and to identify who's the winner of the day.
Right. So with that, right, because you're world number one and you have to be flagged off first, when it comes to your personal stuff that you do at home or maybe a particular goal that you want to accomplish, are you the one that actually do it first?
Yeah, so I'm the one that kind of plan everything out, like how many races I need to do in this year, what will be the goals that I need to achieve. So usually I do a lot of analysis about my trainings, about my time in certain competition, because every buildings have a different set of stairs, whether clockwise, anti-clockwise, how many steps in one flight, how tall the step height. So all these will affect how we perform. In the sport. So lots of sports science knowledge involved. And I'm so glad I graduate from University Malaya from sports science background. So I'm a sports scientist and I design my own training program and all sorts of things. So tons of plans when it comes to competitions and also my goals that I wanted to achieve. like attempting Guinness World Record as well.
Okay.
Exactly. And it's not just like, a lot of people would just be like, oh, you're just climbing a flight of stairs. It's like it can get very, very technical. In any sport, ladies and gentlemen, let me just say, I play sports as well. It can get very, very technical, no matter how small or big the sport is. But for you itself, do you get as technical as Ching when you train for Silat? How does it, how is your training regime like, Farah?
My training regime is like actually usually my coach. She kind of like arrange the schedule, arrange the program for me and my team. So we, the athlete, just follow her whatever the program she gave us. And then we also have they call it the jadwal, for yearly, periodization. So we just follow that.
Okay, and following it is easy, or do you think it's a bit difficult as well? What do you do when it's a little bit tough for you to accomplish the routine that is planned for you and for your team, perhaps?
So when it is kind of hard for me, so we have the sports psychologists, of course. So we go there and we ask them, what should we do? And then they will give us some advice, and we just like kind of try to follow the advice.
Right.
Yeah.
You see, Zoe, professional athletes, right? Exactly. When it comes to us, if we can't do it, I'll be like, hey, Zoe, how can I?
Yeah, we just have each other, man. We don't have a sports psychologist specifically to talk to. We just like, Brendan, I had a bad day today. What do I do?
Zoe, just sleep, Zoe. Tomorrow.
But I'm actually very, very curious. So as for you, how did you started in your sport? I'm pretty sure you had like a lot of similar questions. But again, for those of you who don't know, how did you first start, and what piqued your interest actually?
So before this, I'm a chess player. Then after that, convert to a long distance runner, 5 kilometer, 10 kilometer. When I got into University Malaya, so I really wanted to explore my potential in running like long distance. So eventually I set my goal on to attempt for Malaysia records and all that stuff. And then at one time, my friend challenged me to do a tower run in KL Tower.
Right.
So on an annual basis, there's this KL Tower Thon to run up the KL Tower. So my friend, because he lost to me in all these 5K, 10K run, and he wanted to beat me something. So then he said, yeah, let's do tower run.
Wow.
Because it's a different ball game when it comes to going upwards or going horizontal. So then my friend, he was the veteran champion in 2015. So that was the year in 2017 where he challenged me, and I accepted his challenge and applied what I've learned from into this. So I came out as the best Malaysian on that day, and I beat him by a big margin. Then later on, also the day before the competition, I went and looked it up on the internet. Is there any like tower run competition everywhere around the world? Then I came across this towerrunning.com, where that's the Tower Running World Association. They look after the sport in this whole world. So a lot of competition. Then I realized like, wow, it's happening everywhere.
It's actually a thing, right?
It's actually a thing. It started off from the Eiffel Tower, the Empire State Building. So then I told myself that day before the competition, if the next day I'm gonna win this competition, I'm gonna use the prize money that I'm gonna win and use it to fund myself and travel overseas and compete with the best in the world. Because I always wanted to see how far I can go as a human being, as an athlete, to always see the potential. And I always wanted to be someone else. That's what my goal as a person. I want to be the best in the world. That's my kind of dream. And tower running allowed me to, provide me this platform to be world number one right now.
Exactly. And you're like, you were telling us you're about to go to Warsaw, you're about to go all these different countries to compete. So for you as well, Farah, are you the same? Do you feel the same where when you compete internationally and you get to bring Silat and introduce Silat to people who, especially like Westerners, right? They probably don't know Silat. They probably know other martial arts. They just think like, oh, Silat's a Eastern thing. So do you feel a sense of pride having to introduce the sport to people who don't know about the sport? And of course the perks is you get to travel, right?
Yeah, of course for me it is an honor actually to bring our culture, especially Silat, Malaysian culture, to other countries. So I am very honored because when I compete internationally, especially to the Westerners. I went to Belgium before, and they asked me, "Oh, what do you play? What are you here for?" And then I told them, "Oh, I'm playing SILAT." So they will ask even more. So I will have to explain to them. So they will know about SILAT. So that is one of the things that I'm actually really proud of.
Okay, bringing SILAT to the world stage, right?
Yes.
And of course, are you still friendly with your friends or not?
Yeah. Still.
You're still okay.
Still, yeah.
Okay, I just have to check that.
Yeah.
But of course, coming back to you when it comes to SILAT and all that, there's this stigma still out there that SILAT is only for specific group of people.
Actually, no, because right now in the team itself we have an Indian.
Okay.
We have Tamaraj. He's an Indian, so it is not actually limited to Malay only. Every different race of different race in Malaysia, they can actually learn SILAT and excel in it.
Right.
So, yes.
So good that we, got that out.
Exactly. So I'm actually very, very curious. When you both travel out and, you're like, I'm Malaysia. Of course, you will always get Malaysia. Where is Malaysia?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
then you have to explain, Malaysia's between Thailand and Singapore. It's like next to Brunei, Indonesia and all that. But what is the number one question that people always ask you about being Malaysian?
So for me, will be people will wonder, Malaysian can speak so many languages. That's one thing. So that's what I'm proud of to be a Malaysian. Like I can speak a few languages. We can translate so fast compared to anyone. Like when I compete in China, most of my European athletes are my European friends. They are the tall runners from European, so they travel into China, and the organizer from China, they actually hire some translator to translate for them to their language. So then even the translator have to go and look it up on the internet to look for the translation. Meanwhile, I can get everything from Mandarin to English.
Wow.
Just like that, right?
Yeah, because we have been in Malaysia, living in multiracial countries, so we translate so fast. So that's one of the powerful tools that I'm so proud to be a Malaysian that I can speak so many languages. Awesome. Even Cantonese, Hokkien, I can speak as well.
Wow.
So to Taiwan, I can speak the Hokkien, and then in China, in Guangzhou, I can speak Cantonese as well. So it's so good that to be Malaysian. Really, that's what we're proud of.
You're really number one, lah.
Exactly. All I know in Cantonese, not Cantonese, Hokkien, when my family asks me, boloi.
Boloi.
I'll say the same thing, boloi, nothing. Nothing is going inside my ears, nothing.
Yeah.
What about you, Farah? What's like the number one question you always get as a fellow Malaysian?
So the number one question usually asked to me is, what are the best places to visit while in Malaysia? So I always told them, you should go to visit Sabah.
Sabah, right?
Yeah, Sabah.
The East.
We are the original Sabah. So yes.
Mount Kinabalu.
Exactly.
You just gave him an idea to climb Mount Kinabalu too.
Yeah, definitely. Yes.
Do you have plans though? Have you climbed Mount Kinabalu?
Not yet, but it's on the plan. It's in the plan. Not so soon. Maybe in 2 years' time. Planning to climb, because it's a different thing when running up the stairs and the mountain.
Yeah.
So I'm still prefer stairs at this point. I'm trying to be expert in it. Still many things to learn. Especially breaking records. So trying to put Malaysia flag on top of every buildings around the world. Like to those competitions that I'm going to take part, I want to take down the record. So then my fellow Malaysian, let's say they travel to US, to New York, then they know, Empire State Building, the record owned by one of the Malaysian. So the fastest guy could run up the Empire State Building. So then something to proud of.
Yeah.
Do you have your name there? A plaque or anything?
Yeah.
Yeah, so certain competition in China, they actually value the fastest runner to run up that particular building.
Wow.
So let's say I'm the course record holder for that particular competition. They actually kind of take a picture of your face, and then they will make it into like a plate, and then to put it on top of the observation deck there. Wow. So with your name and which year, what's the time to run up from ground to top, how many steps, how many floor, and all that. So things like that, that's what I value the most.
Wow.
Not just winning, but to have your name, where you came from, on there.
Right.
So people visit there, they got to see.
Exactly. It's your legacy, right?
Yeah,
you want to
it's
leave a legacy.
Correct.
Is it the same for you, Farah, as well? Like, do you have a national record, a record, a specific record that you're aiming to beat?
Yeah.
Actually, my personal record, my personal goal, I already achieved it. I am actually a world champion.
Let's go! I just wanted to hear you say that.
Yeah, get it out.
Yeah, I just got it last year during the the World PENCAK SILAT Championship.
Correct, yes.
Yes, and I also received the best player, the female player
MVP.
during that. Yes, during the championship. So in the future, I would like to maintain that, and I would like to let SILAT to be known.
Yeah. How can like any of our other audiences who are watching, who are interested in SILAT, but like Brandon said, maybe they have like either misconception or like, only certain people can join SILAT, or I don't have anybody who I know does SILAT, or I like within my housing area, I don't have anybody who does SILAT, but I want to try. What's your advice on starting the sport or joining the sport?
Well, SILAT, actually, you can start SILAT by joining clubs in school. We have SILAT for uniform in school. So that is one of the platforms you can join. And the other thing is, there are so many clubs nowadays, so you can just search it up through Google and you can sign up for the classes.
Right.
Yeah.
Is there also a tower runner community as well in Malaysia?
So far, we do have competitions in Malaysia. Like the upcoming will be the KL Tower, and that will be on the 15th October. So people can actually sign up. Just Google up and got the link and to sign up. And for tower running, it's like stairs are everywhere in Malaysia. LRT, MRT stairs. So people can just walk up the stairs. We want to rebrand the sport from tower running into stair climbing. So it won't scare you off.
Yeah.
Like when you heard tower running, it's like, run up the stairs, cannot be, that's too intense. So people would think like, oh, that's too much. So we rebrand it. We wanted to make it more friendly to everyone. Stair climbing. Oh, okay, just climb up the stairs. It's not that hard. So 10 steps. So it's not that, it's not so extreme. So then this is what we want people in Malaysia to actually take the stairs. So my dream one day is to see the LRT, MRT stairs full of people. And then the escalator empty. That's one of my dream in life.
Why would you dream that?
But I will admit though, whenever I see the escalator, look, I have two functioning knees pula. My two functioning legs. Usually I would just climb up if it's not too bad. Not too bad. Because actually, honestly, I've timed it with my friend. It's faster to take up the stairs compared to the escalator.
Correct.
It's so much faster.
I used to have this habit in which whereby if it's just like one floor above or one floor below, I'll use the lift.
Wow.
You get what I mean? Don't hate me, but I don't do that anymore. Okay, I don't do that anymore. I take the stairs. Okay, I take the stairs. That's important. But of course, being national athletes like the both of yourself, right? Let's be realistic here. There probably challenges and all that. Let's keep it simple and short. What about your challenges?
One of the challenges that I think is the hardest for me is, of course, the training itself. Yeah, I have to train like every day. The schedule is packed with training in the morning, the afternoon, even in the evening. So it is actually one of the hardest thing to do. I have to prepare my mentally and physically to endure it. And it becomes even harder when I have injuries like I am now 3 months post-operation. I have 3 broken metacarpals.
Oh,
what?
Yes.
I have a hair, not hairline. I have a I forgot what tear it is, what fracture it is. I understand.
So I have 3 broken metacarpals. It is a spiral fracture. So yes, and I have to come back stronger for the next competition. Yes.
Mental game.
Mental and physical games.
Wow. What about you as well?
So for me, I would say most of the time, the sport is not as popular as any other sport that is in the Olympic Games and all that. So I have to keep on explaining. I have to keep on sharing. Of course, that's one of my dreams, to be known as the father of tower running. So that this is a legacy, I have to leave it behind. It's like one day, when people talk about tower running, stair climbing, they know CHING. So CHING, they know stair climbing. So that's the one I want to represent. And the challenges, I would say, will be the funding part. So most of the time, I'm a self-funded athlete, so I'm going to look for sponsorship by myself. So me and my girlfriend, of course, and some of other members as well. So we are constantly lack of fund because the sport is not being supported at this point by the government. So which I hope there will be in the future. Therefore, I wanted to get this sport into bigger games like Olympics. But let's start from SEA Games 2027. That's the ball on the court, on the KBS court, to see whether they want to get this sport into the SEA Games.
Awesome.
Because definitely a gold medal, if they can put in, I would say double gold, man, woman, even team.
Exactly.
So it's up to them if they want to put it in. It's an extra goal for them.
Okay.
And I understand that, like, even the sport that I play, we also are aiming for. No, we're actually aiming for the Olympics.
Olympics,
yeah. Because the sport I play is played globally around.
Okay.
It's a popular sport. It's like one of America's like #1 sport. It's like the American sport.
Yeah.
So like, why can't we play in the Olympics, right? So that's
higher chances for that, because in 2028 the Olympic Games will be hosted by the LA.
Yes.
So high chance to get it.
So I'll see you in LA.
Yeah. But
I'll see you in LA.
Okay, sure.
And I'll just be here talking to you all from the studio, okay?
I'm very, very curious. If you could though compete, which country do you want to compete next? What's your dream place or dream country to compete in?
My dream place, maybe it would be the US.
US.
The United States.
Right.
Yes,
Yeah.
we have a plan to go compete in the United States in this December. So I hope it will
Come true.
Come true.
And then, of course, you are going to smash the record again.
Yeah.
All right. You want to do it like, you want to bag in the hat trick, right?
Yeah.
So because last year you went and the previous year you went so as well.
Yeah.
And this year, tell the viewers where you're going.
So in October 4th, I'll be competing to run up the Empire State Building run-up. That event is our longest running event, hosting running events since 1978 until now.
Wow.
On the annual basis.
Right.
I'm the only Asian winner so far, winning twice in a row, 2021, 2022. So this year will be the hat trick that I'm aiming for. And my goal is to actually hold it for 10 times in a row.
What, 10 times?
That's my kind of purpose in life. And as you all know, I'm #1 in the world right now. So the hardest part is to maintain the #1 title because everyone's chasing after you right now. You are the best up there. So then, and you cannot go further, like to be 0 or -1. So then #1 is the only spot that you can hang on, and you want to do it for 10 times.
Right.
So I want to make it 10 years, as I know Datuk Wea Chongwei's record like up to 9 years almost, 300 over weeks. So I want to do for 10 years. Because that's the only thing I can challenge him. I mean, you give me a racket, I cannot play with him. Different thing. So he's expert in badminton, I'm expert in tower running. So that's what I'm aiming for, to have this legacy. I want to achieve the title of GOAT, to be known as the greatest of all time.
Greatest of all time.
Do you also have the same goal in terms of SILAT as well? Do you also want to hold like a 10-year racket of being like #1?
Yeah, world champion.
Yes, for now the record is being held by Siti Rahman. She is the 4 times world champion.
Wow.
So if there's a chance for me, I would like to beat her record.
Still young.
okay.
Still young.
Exactly. You have 1 now, right?
I have 1 now.
One. Okay. 3 more to go. Exactly.
3 to go. Yeah, 4 to go actually.
At
Make it
least
5.
4.
Yeah.
At least 4 more. All right.
Yeah.
So we're gonna come back to. Actually, I want to ask more question about Malaysia, since you guys are our pride of Malaysia. We do still have a little bit of time. So before we go, tell me what's your favorite, other than food and language. You already mentioned that.
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing about being Malaysian?
So Malaysians are so kind everywhere around the world. I've been receiving supports from Malaysians globally. So they hosted me when I was in Dubai for a year. Some they treat me food, they give me a place to stay. So I really so proud to be a Malaysian, because Malaysians are, I would say, the most kind, wonderful people in the world.
Aww.
Yeah.
That
Really.
is true.
That is
I love
really
that.
true.
I love that. What about you, Farah? What's your favorite thing about being Malaysian?
Actually, I agree with CHING. Yeah.
The people?
The people, the hospitality that we provide for others is actually, I think, the Malaysians are the most kind people. Yes.
Yeah. Friendliest.
Friendliest, kind.
Yeah. But of course, before we let you go, very quickly, wish the viewers Selamat Hari Kebangsaan. Yeah.
So, selamat Hari Kebangsaan kepada Malaysia dan kepada setiap rakyat Malaysia. Bukan saja di Malaysia tapi di mana-mana saja.
Awesome.
Awesome. Farah, your Merdeka wish.
So I would like to wish every Malaysian a happy National Day.
Yeah.
So be safe and take care wherever you are. And also please remember that united we stand, divided we fall.
Wow.
I love that. I love that. I love that. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much again for coming on the
Yeah.
show.
Thank you.
I hope
Thank you
you're
for
not
having
nervous
us.
anymore.
I am still very.
Okay, another 20 more minutes. Let's go again.